Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo in Parkway RV Center. And hey, guys, thought we might review a Class C today. Just got in this 2016 Jayco Redhawk. The model number is a 29XK. And this total length of this RV is 32 feet long. Of course, it's Jayco, guys. Very well-built quality RV. Probably one of the better built Class C's in this modern era that you can buy. And this one just got 28,000 miles on it. Got a 4 kW Onan generator running right now, powering everything on inside. Very well built. Class C motorhome built on a Ford E450 chassis. 6.8 liter Triton V10. 305 horsepower, 420 pound-feet of torque. Tires look pretty much almost new. Got the tinted fiberglass, or the Class C equivalent of full body paint. Notice how they build the cab over on the Jaycos. I love this. You don't have the straight edges right here. It doesn't just go to right here like most of them. It goes further back, so your seam is way underneath it, so you can use the cab over to protect water from getting in there. And you know, this is the way you want to build a cab over. No windows or nothing like that. What a lot of people don't realize, the disadvantage of these Class C's, an advantage and a disadvantage, is you get an extra bed with this cab over. But when you're going down the road 65, 70 miles an hour, this cab over is flexing, catching a lot of wind. And you know, the old school ones that had the seam right here were very, very prone to leaks, and so do the ones with the windows on the front. So Jayco designed pretty much as close to a leak-free cab over as I think you can possibly build. And got the running boards, of course. 1.5 ton E450 chassis, great wide wheelbase for stability. Generator's got under 500 hours on it. It has one slide, all frameless windows. This does have the J-Ride, guys, and Jayco wasn't just happy with just a standard E450 Ford chassis. They took it the next step up. You've got rubber isolation mounts throughout the entire RV, around the tires and wheels, so you have less vibrations and road noise transfer from the wheels to the cab. You get less sway. You've got a computer balanced drive shaft for smoother operation. And then you've got the Hellwig helper springs too on the axles. So all in all, guys, you get a really nice ride and drive in a Jayco Class C than most other brands out there. Very noticeably different ride and drive. It does have a hitch on the back. Factory specs A rated for 7,500 pounds. I do not recommend hauling that much weight on any Class C, guys, except maybe a Super C. You know, just to be safe, keep it around 555, maybe 6 at the most. Just because the hitch is rated for that much doesn't mean it's safe to tow it long distance with the motorhome. I'm speaking from many years of experience. Power patio awning. You've got a 6-gallon water heater furnace. Good looking motorhome, guys. And one thing that makes this one different, it has hydraulic leveling jacks. Wasn't factory. It was a factory option, but the original owners chose not to pay the extra money for it. So I've got a receipt in there from back in 2019 where the original owners paid $5,100 to have a Bigfoot hydraulic jack system installed. And you just push a button, they're auto level. And that's something you see in very, very few Class C's because of the pretty expensive cost to do that. And now, guys, you can't even get jacks systems to put on a Class C if you wanted to. Not without waiting several weeks for the parts to come in. Let's look inside. Now, guys, I wanted to go ahead and show this to you. Even Jayco's not immune to the flaking furniture problems. And I'm actually, after I film this video, my guys are going to be taking this sofa out and the dinette cushions, sending them to the upholstery shop, and it might be gone for 2 to 4 weeks, getting all that recovered. And I wanted to go ahead and show it to you. And you know, we're going to spend some money on it, guys. We're not afraid to spend money on these, even though that $62,900 price is several $1,000s under NADA retail. with just adjusting for the miles. I don't add for any options, not even adding for the hydraulic leveling jacks, which is an expensive upgrade on the NADA. But book value is like $69,000 with just for the motorhome average retail plus adjusting for the mileage. So I'm several $1,000s under book value, but I'm still going to go ahead and spend probably $1,200–1,300 and have all the reupholstery work done where it all matches, it all looks good. Front seats are fine, they're cloth, no worries there. Excuse me guys, I said 28, it's 26,889 on the mile, so 27,000 you might as well say. Got a backup camera built into the rear view mirror, AM/FM stereo. Hardly see that anymore, but it does have an auxiliary plug so you can hook your phone or tablet to it. Up top you've got a full-size bed, full to queen size. It's actually bigger than a full, but it's smaller than a queen, so you use queen size sheets for it. It makes a bed. This is just an extra cushion for the dinette. In fact, I'm gonna send that off to have it recovered too, for the dinette to make a bed. You've got a Furion 32-inch television, and I always get a kick out of these guys because this probably added several $100s to the actual original cost of this RV when it was new. I guess they didn't want people reaching up there and folding it over themselves, so they put a power swivel mount on the TV. Hey, whatever. You know, heck, I guess, you know, we're supposed to be roughing it when we're camping. You know, imagine somebody has to reach up there and actually pull the TV out themselves and lock it in. And but hey, whatever works. Sofa, like I said, of course those oddball cushions are coming out, but sofa's got to be recovered. The bottom dinette cushions have to be recovered. The tops in cloth, they're fine. And I'll match this material best I can. But we are going to do all that for the $62,900 price. Other than that, guys, that thing, no apologies whatsoever. Got a 15,000 BTU ducted roof there. It works great. Generator's running right now. Refrigerator's getting cold. We do guarantee, like all of our used RVs, we do guarantee the slide outs to work like they're supposed to. We guarantee the generator to run and put out like it's supposed to. And we do guarantee the roof air and refrigerator freezer to get to operating temp. And of course you can come inspect everything else you want. This thing does run and drive good. We drove it several hundred miles here. And that J-Ride, man, my drivers love these Class C's with the J-Ride. Just an incredible ride and drive to them. Big kitchen area. This is unusual for a Class C to have this big of a kitchen area. You've actually got food prep area. You've got some decent storage. That's a paper towel holder somebody left in here. So you've got good, wide, deep storage. Cabinets there, cabinets there. I'm not going to open every single one of them, but you get the idea. 3-burner stove top. Doesn't look like it's been used. It probably hasn't. Microwave. Refrigerator's already getting cold. And freezer. See, yep, getting cold in the back. A few hours, this thing ought to be all operating temp. We're going to step toward the back here. You got a split bathroom like most Class C's. You've got a shower, skylight, 7-foot tall ceiling, so lots of headroom in here. And your water closet looks great. RV toilet, looks like somebody's added a couple of little storage bins, I guess, for lotions and soaps and whatnot. Sink, got the blinds, I like that. Shower looks good. It's not faded or bleached yellow from the sun coming through the skylight, which tells me this unit hasn't spent a lot of time exposed to the elements when not being used. Because what happens is UV rays coming through the skylights over the years will bleach this white shower almost a bright yellow. And only way to keep that from happening is to keep your RV under cover, either with a cover or carport or building or something like that. So I would say a 16 model that's not yellowing the least bit it's been kept under cover. Even a 16 model is going to start turning a little bit yellow, but this one hasn't. Queen Island bed. This is a pretty thick mattress, so probably not the original one, but it's very, very comfortable. Little storage back here. Only thing weird is, and I believe this is probably homemade. I don't think Jayco would do this. No, that's definitely homemade. They've made some kind of little homemade little dividers, I guess, right here. Window treatment for the window treatments, but it does still have the blinds, the blackout blinds and all that. And it's got the tinted windows, so it's hard to see in during the day. I'm not saying that if somebody put their face right up to the window and cupped their hands over their eyes, they might see a little something in here, but just a casual person walking by your RV, they're not going to see anything in here with those tinted windows. And then you put your blackout shades down at night. So anyway, guys, that's it. Like I said, we're going to send out and have the reupholstery work done shortly. Well, I say shortly. I'm going to try to get it taken out today or tomorrow and sent to the shop. I keep those upholstery guys humping, guys. Trust me. And they do good work too. They did the upholstery work in my motorhome. And if I can match it, I may go ahead and replace the sofa instead of recovering it. If I can match that color. If not, I'll just have it recovered, because the sofa's fine. It works great. It just needs to be recovered. Anyway, guys, 62.9 haggle-free firm with the upholstery work included. If you're interested in this Jayco Redhawk, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Keep in mind, guys, most of these RVs sell before the upholstery gets back. And I'm leaving the front seats alone because they're absolutely fine, so you can come test drive it and all that stuff. So don't worry about that. And you'll like the J-Ride. I mean, somebody's going to buy it, scoop this one up quick. 16 Jayco Redhawk, 29 XK. 32 feet long, one slide, 498 hours on generator, 26,889 on the odometer. New upholstery, so you don't have to worry about that. No smoke, no pet odors. Everything looks just like it should be besides upholstery. Not been messed with besides those little homemade things in the back windows, which you can take those off pretty easy. We do guarantee the slide out, generator, refrigerator, freezer, and roof air conditioner to work, and the dash air is ice cold too, by the way. We don't guarantee the dash airs, but this one works, so you're fine on that. Runs and drives great. Slide out works great. I mean, guys, this is what a lot of people are looking for. Come down, take a look at it. Be glad you did. You're probably going to buy it once you come look at it. We do have financing available with approved credit and down payment. If you're interested in up-to-date information on financing, give us a call at 706-965-7929. Keep in mind, guys, we're not like the big corporate dealers. We do things totally opposite here. We sell used RVs, and pretty much used RVs only, besides the occasional new travel trailer that when we can get them in. We have no fees. We're not like Rip-Off World and all these other corporate RV dealerships that add thousands and thousands of dollars to the advertised price in the form of fees like dock fees and prep fees and processing fees and happy camper fees and freight fees and more. All those fees are 100% dealer profit and 100% unnecessary to purchase a new or used RV. We have no fees here besides applicable sales tax, and the state does require us to collect for Georgia residents only a $100 highway impact fee, $40 to $50 tag and title fee depending on the county you live in Georgia. Obviously, if you're from out of state, if you don't live in Georgia, you don't have to worry about that. But that's for Georgia residents only, which I know 140, 150 bucks on a 62.9 motorhome is chicken scratch, but I mean, I'm telling you about it because I say no fees. I do have to charge those things. And if it's something you want to come look at, give us a call, 706-965-7929, and make sure it's available first. If you're coming a long distance, you may want to consider leaving a deposit on it, because I've tried to show you everything I can see in the video, the good and the bad and the ugly, like I do with all of them. It's a nice unit. Jayco's a great brand, very high quality brand. This was back when mostly Mennonites and Amish workers work in their factory. I don't know if you can say the same right now, but back then, yes. And the quality shows. Jayco's just one of those brands that's been a part of the RV industry since pretty much the beginning. And definitely one of the OG brands, and you don't stay in this industry that long unless you build a good product, and Jayco certainly does that. So if you're interested in it, give us a call. If you got questions about it, give us a call. Haggle free, firm on the price. That's what it takes to buy it. I mean, if you call in the next few hours before I send this upholstery off and you want to take the upholstery like it is, maybe put a cover on it, or you might have somebody at home that can fix it, I'll discount you what it costs us to do the upholstery work. That's the only discount I can give. Of course, that offer is null and void once it's sent off to the shop, because once it's gone, it's coming back with the upholstery and the price of $62.9 with the upholstery work done. Anyway, if you got questions about it, give us a call. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, RV's a Big Bow. Feel free to smash me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I'm going to try to get another, in fact, I got another Jayco Class A that just come in. I'm going to look at it, see if it's what it looks like, and I may shoot it, or I might do another one if I see one I like better. It's funny, guys, I don't do these things in any particular order. I get on the golf cart, I'll look at what came in over the weekend and which ones I like. You know, the one that kind of strikes my fancy, I guess I kind of do first. You know, like I said, I don't do them in any particular order, but I like this one. I like a Class C. I think they're great for a first-time RV buyer because they're simpler and easier to use than a Class A. And I had a discussion on, see, I'm on a lot of the Facebook groups, probably a lot of y'all are on, about RVing and all that stuff, and different types of RVs. And advice I give a lot of people, first-time RV buyers, is start out with something pretty simple. Your first RV is like your first serious relationship. It's a learning experience more than a lifelong commitment. I mean, all of us remember our first boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You know, it was a learning experience, and it's the same way with RVs, because here's the thing, when you're a first-time RV buyer, you know, you're never going to buy the perfect one the first time, or even the second or third time. Everybody has their own version of what they consider RVing to be, and everybody's got a different version of that, and nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's just the way you like to do it. And that's why I'm saying start out with something simple like this, that you can learn the ins and outs of RVing, learn the ins and outs of campground etiquette, and more. And then after you own something like this for a year or two, sell it or trade it to get the one that more suits your individual RV style, because you don't know what that, you think you know what that style is, but until you actually get out and gain experience and use one a few times, that style you thought was going to be yours will be totally different than what you actually enjoy. I learned that too, guys. I went from a 38-foot Class A to a 25-foot Class C, and I had reservations about it at first, but I actually borrowed one of Dad's little motorhomes for a couple of trips. He's got a little 24-foot four-wheel drive Excursion, a Class C RV with a diesel, and we actually liked it, a smaller motorhome, because we don't go out for a week-long or 2-week-long trips anymore because we're so short on help here. So most of the time I use our little 25-foot Class C as just a weekend or a day trip vehicle, and that suits us just fine. That's our version of RVing right now, and I love it because it's so easy to pack and unpack and clean and park and drive, and you know, a lot more places to stay when you got a smaller RV. And it's just like I said, everybody's got their own version of RVing, and that's mine right now. Now, do I want to take 2 weeks off and go out west in it, or a month-long cross-country trip? Probably not. But something like this, yes, I could. But guys, you know, like I said, everybody's got a different style of RVing that suits their personality and their lifestyle. So that's why I tell you, first-time RV buyers, don't over-research it, don't overthink it, because here's the thing, people that spend, 100 hours researching RVs, they're going to talk themselves out of buying every single RV they look at. Just find the one that you like, that's in good shape, that is in your budget, and that feels right, and just go with it. Because like I said, you're not going to keep it more than a year or two anyway, because your needs and wants are going to change after you use one versus what you thought before you bought your first one. It's, like I said, like your first relationship. You know, most of us wind up with somebody totally different than the first person we dated. I mean, you know, that's just being human. Same way with RVs. So anyway, that's my advice on that, guys. Because I know a lot of first-time RVers watch my Class C videos, and I'm hoping maybe you can get some wisdom out of that. Maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, I've been in this industry a long time as working for dealerships and an RV owner myself. I've been on both sides of that desk as a buyer and a seller. I've seen it all, guys. Trust me, I've been involved in every aspect of this business I think a single person can be involved in. Buying and selling, to the repairs, to the transporting, to financing, to you name it. I've done it in this business, guys. And also have owned several RVs myself personally. So feel free, if you want advice, questions, feel free to like my Facebook page, RVs with Big Bo, and you can actually send me a direct message from there. I don't do sales. So, you know, if you want to buy this unit or anything else on our lot, you'll have to go through my sales department by calling them at 706-965-7929. So I can't sell you anything, but I'll give you advice. And try to help you out best I can. And you know, with my 25 plus years of experience, I may not know exactly everything, but I can at least get you maybe headed in the right direction. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you comment, share on social media, and like I said, like my Facebook page. And stay tuned for some more motorhomes. Got some coming in that just came in over the weekend. Got some pretty nice stuff. And look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.